Something fundamentally has shifted in the world of software and security. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a tool that developers use. It is now writing nearly half of all code produced globally. At the same time, the very same technology is being weaponized by attackers at an unprecedented scale. In 2025 alone, 28 million AI-driven cyber attacks were recorded. The AI cybersecurity market is racing toward nearly $94 billion by 2030, and regulators are now imposing fines of up to 7% of global revenue for non-compliance. This presentation covers the three forces reshaping every technology organization right now: the code revolution, the threat explosion, and the governance race. AI is writing the code. Let's start with the most underappreciated shift in software development. As of 2026, artificial intelligence is writing an average of 46% of all code, up from just 27% when GitHub Copilot launched in 2022. For Java developers, that figure hits 61%. 84% of developers are using AI tools on a weekly basis, and controlled studies show a 55% improvement in task completion speed. GitHub Copilot alone commands 42% of the AI coding tools market, with 20 million users, including 90% of Fortune 100 companies. Cursor has emerged as a serious challenger, reaching $500 million in annual recurring revenue in just 18 months. And Gartner predicts that 90% of all enterprise software engineers will use AI coding tools by 2028. The entire tools market, currently at $7.4 billion, is projected to reach $30 billion by 2032. This is no longer early adoption. This is the new baseline for software development. The security double edge. But here's the problem. Yes, AI-assisted code is reviewed faster, accepted more often, and produced more efficiently. Pull request cycle times have dropped from nearly 10 days to under 2.5. Those are real, measurable gains. However, 29% of AI-generated Python code contains potential security vulnerabilities. Vulnerability likelihood in AI-generated output runs 20 to 30% higher than code written by humans. Code duplication has quadrupled, and nearly half of all developers, 46%, say they do not fully trust AI-generated output. The deeper risk is what happens when organizations prioritize speed over review. AI doesn't introduce security problems intentionally, but it can industrialize their introduction at scale if there is no human checkpoint. The productivity gains are real. The security debt is equally real. Leaders cannot afford to treat these as separate conversations. The AI threat landscape. Now let's look at what's happening on the attack side, because the same AI capabilities powering developer productivity are being weaponized by attackers globally. AI-generated phishing emails now achieve a 54% click-through rate, compared to just 12% for traditional phishing. 82% of phishing emails sent today are already AI-written. Deepfake incidents surged 680% year-over-year, with 179 separate incidents recorded in Q1 of 2025 alone. AI-driven cyber attacks hit 28 million incidents in 2025, a 72% increase in just 1 year. Banking attacks are up 280%, and 85% of common passwords can now be cracked by AI in under 10 seconds. The defensive picture is more encouraging. Organizations using AI-powered security detect and contain breaches 108 days faster, save an average of $2.2 million per incident, and achieve up to 60% faster threat detection. But 78% of CISOs say AI-powered threats are already having a significant impact on their organizations. The arms race is live. The AI cybersecurity market and leading companies. This threat environment is driving explosive investment. The AI cybersecurity market grew from $22 billion in 2023 to nearly $31 billion in 2025 and is on track to reach $93.75 billion by 2030, growing at a 24% compound annual rate. The consolidation happening right now is historic. Palo Alto Networks, the world's largest pure-play cybersecurity firm at $9.2 billion in revenue, agreed to acquire CyberArk for $25 billion to dominate identity security. CrowdStrike, with $4.24 billion in annual recurring revenue growing at 23%, acquired AI security startup Pangea and data pipeline firm Onum in the same quarter. SentinelOne acquired Prompt Security to protect AI workloads at runtime. The message from the market is clear. Every major security platform is now an AI security platform. The question for organizations is not whether to invest in AI-native defense, it's which platform to consolidate around. AI governance, the global regulatory race. While the market builds, regulators have arrived. The EU AI Act, the world's first comprehensive AI law, entered force in August of 2024, and its timeline is now actively ticking. Prohibited AI practices have been banned since February of 2025. General-purpose AI model obligations began in August of 2025. And in August of 2026, just months away, high-risk AI system requirements become fully enforceable. Fines for serious breaches reach up to 7% of global annual revenue, or 35 million euros, whichever is higher. Critically, the Act applies extraterritorially. If your AI system affects someone in the EU, you are subject to it, regardless of where your company is headquartered. In the United States, the NIST AI Risk Management Framework has become the de facto enterprise standard, while the White House's July 2025 AI Action Plan takes a deliberately deregulatory, innovation-forward approach. Meanwhile, Colorado's SB 205 takes effect in February of 2026, California has passed AI training data transparency laws, and state-level regulation is accelerating. The compliance picture is complex, and the window to build proper governance infrastructure is closing fast. The AI security arms race, evolution timeline. To understand where we are, it helps to see where we've come from. Between 2020 and 2022, security was largely rule-based: signature detection, manual phishing, firewalls, and log analysis. AI was just beginning to assist with anomaly detection. Then, generative AI arrived. From 2023 through 2024, GPT-powered phishing scaled rapidly, deepfake incidents multiplied, and AI malware variants emerged. And on the defensive side, EDR and XDR platforms began to integrate AI-assisted responses. AI crossed from writing 27% to 41% of code during this period. Today, in the agentic AI era of 2025 and 2026, we have 28 million AI-powered attacks per year, autonomous threat actors, deepfake fraud surging 680%, and a $31 billion AI defense market deploying tools like Charlotte AI, Purple AI, and Microsoft Security Copilot. Looking ahead to 2027 through 2030, the next frontier is quantum AI convergence, where quantum computing threatens to break existing encryption, and AI-driven attacks will operate at speeds no human team can match. Post-quantum cryptography, federated threat intelligence, and autonomous development agents writing 70% or more of all code will define that era. Organizations that plan now will be the ones that survive it. So what does all of this demand from leaders? 5 things. First, mandate human review of all AI-generated code today. The speed advantage disappears the moment you ship a vulnerability into production. Second, deploy AI to fight AI. With 28 million attacks per year, manual defense is already obsolete. AI-native security operation centers are now table stakes, not differentiators. Third, start building your EU AI Act and NIST compliance infrastructure immediately. August 2026 is closer than it appears, and 7% of global revenue is not a theoretical fine. Fourth, treat AI governance as a competitive advantage, not a cost. The companies that get this right will attract better talent, win regulated market contracts, and earn customer trust that competitors cannot replicate. And fifth, put quantum AI convergence on your 3-year roadmap now. The organizations building post-quantum cryptography and federated threat intelligence today are the ones who will be positioned to lead when the next wave hits. The technology is moving faster than any single organization can track. The leaders who act decisively and act now will define the next decade of the industry.